not a real thing. EDM is not a real thing. EDM is not a real thing. EDM is not a real thing.
I don't know which came first, shitty rave music or the drugs.
You have technicians here making noise. No one is a musician. They are not artists because nobody can play the guitar.
Instead of hearing music, you hear this.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fake Music Only podcast, the best podcast online for discussing all things EDM. I'm your host, Cole, aka the Big Finicheti, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, IMG.
Hello.
And for today's guest, we've got Dylan the call with us. You know him for his YouTube videos where he ranks all sorts of albums from Flower Boy to Monster Cat compilations, and for his role as a mod for both the Monster Cat subreddit and Discord server. How you doing, man?
I'm here. I've got chicken and fries next to me and the Mountain Dew, so I'm living.
That sounds like one hell of a life, yeah.
I'm living it, boy.
Is it Code Red?
No, it's actually Black Label.
Oh shit, I've never tried that actually.
It's Dew with crafted dark berry.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all.
It's been chemically modified to become dark.
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, I didn't even read the top. It's deeper, darker Dew.
I don't know how to respond to that. That's
there's a white label as well, but that's just like this one's tropical.
like the black
okay,
label.
alright.
All right, IMG, you go.
The best Mountain Dew flavor is Mountain Dew Ice, cause it's like Sprite, but
Okay.
with the caffeine content of Mountain Dew.
I have a funny story about Mountain Dew Ice. Nobody buys it at the nearby like college convenience store. They have so much that it's buy one get one free now.
Oh my god.
Because nobody buys it. It's like buy one get one free Mountain Dew Ice or Diet Pepsi. Nobody buys those two, so I just stock up on Mountain Dew Ice all the time.
The thing that I need to do is whenever I'm at home, I need to because I'm at college, I need to buy like a shit ton of cherry vanilla Pepsi because that's like my favorite soda.
What?
Yeah. That's like my favorite soda. And you know, like it's not like one of those custom soda machines or whatever. It's like actually in a bottle. But they
I
don't.
can't really
but they
get
don't
into
sell it.
I can't really get into vanilla flavor. I don't know why. I just like that's just ice cream. I can never really enjoy it in any kind of soda.
I get that some people think it's too sweet, but just hits the spot for me. You know, cherry too. It's great. But anyway, this is an
Also,
EDM podcast. IMG, say whatever you.
My favorite soda is Dr. Pepper.
What? Heretic.
What? Fuck you! Am I allowed to curse on this? I forgot.
Yes,
Okay,
you are.
cool. Fuck you!
Coke and Pepsi
Dr. Pepper's good.
Dr. Pepper's like fine, you know, like I'll take it if there's nothing else available.
Fine.
Fine.
That is... Dr. Pepper's like an Anthony Fantano 10 out of 10. You don't understand.
What?
Whatever happened to when Crystal Pepsi came back for like 8 weeks and then like it just disappeared again?
I remember.
Like, come on!
I remember when I was a little kid, I got like fucking pumped for Pepsi Max because I didn't realize it was like a diet Pepsi thing. I thought it was like.
Okay, I will say Pepsi Crystal just tastes like watered down Pepsi. Like it's not good.
I've never had it. I don't know.
It's okay. Like it's not fantastic.
Wait, is Pepsi Crystal like that's the clear one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
it's
clear
the
one.
clear
It's
one.
it's just watered down Pepsi.
Yeah, that just I don't know.
It's
Makes me
not
nauseous.
fantastic. Yeah, it just fucks with your head, and that's probably why it tastes watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
probably.
It probably just tastes like regular Pepsi, but it's like this. My mind is like this doesn't look good. This doesn't look like Pepsi, so it's not going to taste as good.
Yeah, like I'd be expecting like sparkling water or whatever, and then just kind of getting the Pepsi in there. I don't know. Wouldn't work. Would not resonate. I think your mic just got out.
No, mine did.
Yeah. I just heard like one syllable and then like nothing. So that's just that's just my automatic.
Don't
response.
remember.
This is so sad.
You need to stop.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I need to stop. I have a problem, guys.
Yeah, you do have a. It's the drinking. Wait. Oh wait, no, that was Finicheti that said. Wait, what's your favorite soda? IMG.
I don't really have a favorite. I guess.
No
I mean,
favorite soda.
I
You-
just,
an
kind of,
eclectic drinker? I don't believe that.
I just. The only thing I hate is root beer.
You hate root beer, like
I
acne.
hate root beer. I don't like the
Wait,
taste.
wait, real quick. Say that again.
I hate root beer. I swear
Root
to God,
beer.
you're making
Root
this a
beer.
soundbite, aren't you, dead ass?
No,
Rut beer.
Rut beer. there's like two O's there. No, you man.
It said rut.
Rut beer.
Rut. It's rude.
Whatever.
All right, but
I'm Minnesota today.
Oh my god.
getting slightly
Yeah,
back
this
up,
conversation's weird, dead ass. Speaking of something dead, let's move on to the first album.
like the only full length album. So okay. In the last episode, we promised that we were gonna talk about the Polar soundtrack from Deadmau5 because we really should have talked about it last episode, but it was already delayed to hell, and we didn't have time to like listen and get our thoughts down on it. But now we're here with someone who apparently isn't a big fan.
I said this like when they gave me the track list, like I'm probably the worst person that you should have on this podcast because I'm not a fan of Deadmau5's style. It just feel I don't know. Like everything I listen to, it's like, all right, I kind of like this, and then that melody goes on for 8 more minutes.
I see what you mean. I've got a friend here at college who like he's given Deadmau5 a fair try and everything, and he just doesn't feel like it progresses enough.
Yeah,
that there's not enough going on.
like there's. I'll get into it. There are some songs that I enjoy, but it's mostly going to be me going like, "Oh, it's very like boring."
Yeah. I I see where you're coming from, but like you're
Right.
objectively wrong, and the devil.
Okay,
Situation.
that's fine.
Yeah. Also, this is funny because this is like the only episode where we have two, like basically full length projects from Deadmau5 because they came out so close to each other.
Once again,
It's like never
the
happens.
worst possible time for me to be on this podcast.
And really, that's the best time. I mean, like, let's be real here. let's be real here. So, all right,
Oh, God.
I guess I'll start out with this.
Okay.
So, like, first thing I want to say is that I've been hoping that Deadmau5 would do like a film soundtrack since like While One Is Less Than Two came out, because I always felt like that album could actually fit as a soundtrack on its own if something were like built around it. And bam, 4 years later, I guess 5 years later, we finally have something. I haven't seen the movie. I tried to, but it's not really my thing. So I'm not reviewing it as in like the context of the movie, more just as an album as a whole. And this thing reminded me why I like Deadmau5 as much as I do, because his output has been pretty scattered over the past few years. And like the few releases that I have seen, I've liked, but nothing that I've loved. But there's a lot on here that really resonates with me, like mostly the ambient pieces or like the ambient sections of songs. Soomb is really nice. Cabin is fantastic. I'm just a big fan of pretty much everything on here. It's more like him kind of expanding on the style he was going into with the back half of While One Is Less Than Two, which was like the calmer, more piano-driven ambient stuff. So yeah, so right off the bat, I'm a pretty big fan of this. IMG, what about you?
Well, okay. I like half watched this movie and half didn't. So
What does that
I mean,
mean?
I'm not really gonna. Well, okay.
What's the ending?
No, a friend of mine had it on, and I was doing some other stuff, so I like kind of was like, popping back and forth between the two. But I honestly I don't like the movie. It's too grisly for my tastes. You take it as you will, and I kind of barely listened to the soundtrack. I'm sorry, but from what I heard, I definitely like. I don't even know what to fucking say. It's Deadmau5. It's good. There, enough said.
Very in-depth
That's-
analysis coming from our one IMG. on
I'm
the
sorry.
podcast.
We won't have that level in the other
All right.
things.
All right, I get what you're saying, but let's face it, that's not what we're here to see. Dill, go on, give
Alright.
it a 1 out of 10 or
No.
something.
I'm not. I don't. No. Okay. So you said that I haven't watched the movie either, and I don't plan on it because it got like terrible reviews. I saw,
Did?
and
Hmm.
I'm not shocked about that fact because whenever you see a trailer, the main focus is not the story or anything. It's the fact that deadmau5 made the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for the movie. I think it's got like a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh shit.
But I'm going to talk about this album in the context of the movie, which is the fact that this album would work well in a movie. If I randomly mute, it's because I'm burping, because I'm eating right now.
Professional.
Yeah, no
Professional
problem. And that's
content.
what I'm here for. I'm trying. You probably heard me eating while some of you were talking, and I'm like, oh, that was really loud.
It's all right. Haven't heard
but-
anything yet.
Oh yes. There are some good songs in here. You mentioned Cabin, which is probably my favorite off the album. Midas Heel was good. I'd enjoy it if it was like 3 minutes, but I think it's like 7 minutes. But there are some tracks that would only work well in a movie, like Sniper or Wilhelm. Wilhelm is mastered terribly. It's like really quiet, and the only reason I figure that is because it's being used while somebody in the movie is talking to someone else. That's probably the only reason that one's
Oh.
like quiet. There's some really good ones that would work in a movie, like Torture and Drugs. They're like they give me a fucking headache, but that's probably the point.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Yeah, like that. I'm sure if I'd hear that in the movie, I'd go, okay, this is really good. But listening to it on its own, like, it doesn't work. And probably like the only like Drama Free seems to be the most popular, and that's probably because it's played during the credits when a song with vocals can be used, and which I like. Whoever sings in it, I think her name is Lights.
Yeah, Lights.
But I do not like the production. It's fine. I don't see myself listening to it. Really, the only track on here that I'd listen to on my own is Cabin, because it almost has like a lo-fi vibe. But it's on SoundCloud because fuck you, deadmau5.
Yeah, he deleted his SoundCloud like a few years back.
No, he still has SoundCloud. There's just nothing uploaded on it.
Oh, sir. Oh, I guess
Yeah.
I mean, like he deleted the tracks and everything.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is interesting that you said is that you weren't a fan of the production on Drama Free, but you liked Midas Heel, right? They're like Midas Heel is the instrumental version of Drama Free, maybe with like some
Oh,
changes. I don't know.
fuck. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
shit, I need to re-listen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Quickly, Pops. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's kind of interesting because Drama Free came out on the Mouseville, like, Level 2 compilation a while back. And, like I always thought that my favorite part of that track were the vocals because they were, like, super wonky and, like, weird. But when I heard Midas Heel, I kind of, like, got
Oh, fuck,
in
it
more...
is the same.
Yeah.
I guess the track works.
Yeah.
I guess the track works better without the vocals, but the vocals would work better on a different track. I guess is what I'm trying to insinuate.
Honestly, I think there's different things to appreciate when the vocals are there and when they aren't there, which is why they work.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, like why it has a.
Which is why I'm a dumb idiot boy.
Fuck's sake.
Well,
You
Well,
can't
yes,
say
well
exactly
said.
because he's gonna ban us from the subreddit.
Well said.
no, shut up.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna be able to post this on r/deadmouse. Fuck.
Oh my god. Yes, because I'm definitely a mod for r/deadmau5.
Well, no. It's just they'd.
Oh, just because of me. Okay, that makes sense.
Last thing I want to say about this one before we move on is Nosedive is probably like the best, like, you know, like the most well put together track on here. Like Cabin is probably, you know, like there are other tracks that I enjoy more, but from a composition standpoint, Nosedive is like probably the best thing on here. Because it kind of goes from like a dark, like more kind of gritty thing to a more melodically driven style in the back half. So if you're only going to listen to one song off this, I would probably, and like you want more, you know, of like the better, longer Deadmau5 stuff, then just check out Nosedive if you don't feel like tackling an album. So yeah, that's just the last thing I wanted to say on that. So overall, surprisingly mixed reviews on the soundtrack here.
Well, it's also probably the fact that Deadmau5 didn't make any of these like on his own. He was paid to do this, and they were probably like, oh, we want one track to sound like blank. It's not like he had like creative freedom to be like, oh, this doesn't sound good dark, I'm gonna make it light now. It's just like he was paid to do this.
That's that's definitely true. I do think he's mentioned that he like had a lot of fun making the soundtrack, so I don't think it was, you know, like just totally for the money or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like he also said that he was waiting for the right movie, which is, you know, kind of a shame because this one apparently isn't too good. But
well, it's also like it might have worked with something better, like actually tackle something technological, like maybe something. Like John Wick works really well. It has like a bunch of like hard synthy tracks that might have worked well, or something like I don't know if you've seen the movie, but Hardcore Henry.
I literally watched that 2 days ago.
Bro!
Yeah.
Oh my god, can we spend the rest of this podcast talking about Hardcore Henry?
Hardcore Henry is so fucking good.
Oh my god! And it got mixed
Wait,
reviews.
is that the one with like the first person like GoPro?
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wanted to see that, but I never did.
It's like,
Fuck,
like
bro.
It's just first person shooter plus like parkour.
Okay.
Oh,
I will
Yeah.
say there are major problems with Hardcore Henry. Ignore those. The movie was meant to be fun, and it is.
Yeah, I mean, like
All
obviously
right,
the plot.
I
makes
will
it-
go watch it. Like,
Good.
Go for it. Yeah, like obviously
Also,
the plot
same
makes no
thing-
fucking sense, but that doesn't matter. Like really.
whatever.
Like,
I saw the trailer on like YouTube way back, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this looks really cool."
It was originally a music video, which is what happened because there's like a 3-minute long music video, and they're like, this would work well as a movie, and it did.
Yeah.
But if you also like one cut or like long take action movies, check out John Wick. The third movie's coming out next year.
True. And don't check out Polar, but check out the
Yeah,
soundtrack.
do not check out Polar.
Fucking hell. All right. Fuck yeah.
Alright.
So
Fuck yeah.
on one hand, I don't want to dive like right back into another Deadmau5 thing.
But on the other hand, we're diving right into the next Deadmau5 thing.
Exactly, Mouse for level 3. we covered the last two EPs on the podcast. In fact, we covered the first one on the episode that never got released, but then we had to cover it later in like episode 10. And I think
that was fun.
Yeah, I think in general we've liked the compilation so far. Although like not every, like it's kind of a mixed bag. Not every track is great. And that's kind of the same thing here. Like really the standouts are just the 4 Deadmau5 tracks on here, and then also the No Mana track I think is great. But then you have all these remixes and this track from I don't know how you pronounce Coz, C-O-Z. And they're just incredibly forgettable, and they just drag the album out for way longer than they need to be. And even like even one of the Deadmau5 tracks, Polyphobia, which seems to be like the lead single off this thing, really isn't that interesting. Like this is one of the few longer Deadmau5 tracks that I really just can't get into because it sounds cool for like the first 2 minutes, but then just nothing really happens besides, you know, like the Monophobia melody just kind of cutting in and out, which is nice, but you know, I'd rather just listen to Monophobia. I will say this track probably is gonna kill it live. Like I can't see Deadmau5 not playing this in a live setting. Like for the next 2 years or so. It's definitely going to be a mainstay in his sets, but just for listening, not really feeling it. I'm definitely liking the other tracks that he just like the Just Dead Mouse tracks on here though. But I'll get more into that in a bit. IMG, what are your initial thoughts?
Well, this is I think out of all three, I think I like this one the most. I guess so that's more just like by tracks liked, I guess, because like it's kind of like this is totally unrelated, but it's like how I think of 2019 Monster Cat right now, because it's like it seems that they've done almost no wrongs. That's kind of how I feel with this, because everything is like at the very least okay, you know.
Yeah. Everything's like well
Yeah,
produced, put together well.
Yeah,
everything.
like and Hurricane. God, let me talk about Hurricane for like 1 minute here. That is like my new favorite song. Seriously, like it feels like the Beatles mixed with like electronic-ish stuff. I don't know, although it's not really that electronic, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's one of the more
But-
poppy songs that he's like ever done.
Yeah,
But it works really well, I think.
yeah.
Like
Anyway,
the only thing is that like Scene of Action, I think, is the guy doing the vocals.
yeah.
His voice sounds like really raspy sometimes, which I'm not a fan of. But overall, the vocal performance is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super emotional. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
And Are You Not Afraid? I was not expecting that to be as good as I thought it would be when I heard like the rap portion, because I'm not a huge fan of rap, and like this was like pretty top tier. I don't know, it seems like UK EDM like rap artists
Like grime.
like yeah, there you go, that's what I'm looking for, like Foreign Beggars and like Armani Rain and like that kind of stuff. They seem to do a lot better as far as I like vocals and stuff in comparison to like hip hop and rap, that type of stuff.
So like really, the production is way more in the forefront than most other hip hop tracks, which I think also might lend a hand in why I like this.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, did you hear Legendary, which was the other Deadmau5 and Shoddy Horror collaboration that came out like last year, I want to say?
I did not.
You did not. All right. Was just wondering, but yeah, it's kind of like the same. It's sort of the same deal where it's Shoddy doing his kind of UK grime signature flows and everything, mixed with Deadmau5 doing like way heavier stuff than he usually does, like with bass noises and everything, which was unexpected. And yeah, like this is just kind of a better version of Legendary, in my opinion. Like Deadmau5 has done 3 hip hop tracks in his career: Legendary, this, and like Failbait, which was way back on like album title Goes Here. And Failbait's been like one of my favorite hip hop tracks for a while, but this might actually top it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I need to re-listen to it a bit more. Anyway, Dill.
Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. So.
Dill, what you thinking?
Woo! Let's begin. I have a small little almost Corbin like notes on this track, which is just like reviews of the track that are like 2 or 3 words. The only one that I don't is Polyphobia, because that is the track I feel like is the most cheap, because it's almost Polyphobia feels like a nostalgia track for a song that came out last year, because it's very like it uses synths from Monophobia and it almost tries to like recapture the imagination of Polyphobia, and in the middle of it I've seen some people react to the song, they're almost like, oh yeah, this would really work well with Rob Sawyer's vocals, and like they're all saying like this part's the best part, but it's like the track just feels really like he's trying to almost like cash grab on how popular Monophobia is. I'd like to see if he started making the track like after he found out how good Monophobia did, or he just made it as sort of a VIP, because I'm assuming that's what this track is supposed to be, because Monophobia is one, Polyphobia is two. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that track. But there is the only really like Dead Mouse track I like on here is "Are You Not Afraid," which I was shocked I liked. And I found out this song came out like 4 years ago.
What?
As like it was a work in progress, and that was revealed like 2014, 2015. And like all the comments like, "Oh my god, guys, this just came out," or some shit, like on all the comments. And I was like, great, the only track I like came out like 5 fucking years ago. Really shows how much Dead Mouse improves, and like nothing has changed about it. But it's like the remixes are weird. Like I don't understand why they're on here, because none of them really do much. They either add
Why
like
are they all house?
yeah, they all just add like a new drum beat on the song, or they change it slightly. I will say the only one I kind of like is the Mark McKenzie one, because of the continuous vocal sample they used from Hurricane, which I find really catchy. And I don't know. COZ is on here twice for some reason. I literally just Googled him and found out he owns a label. I don't understand the hype around No Mana. He just makes the same song a lot. Well, actually, I've only listened to like 3 songs. They all sound the same from him. I don't know if either of you listen to him and like his stuff, or this is like, oh, it's a general consensus that this isn't a good No Mana song. But I figured he'd won his best song on fucking Mouseville Level 3 or something. But yeah, this feels. I haven't listened to Level 2. I liked Level 3 a little bit more because the Gitter song's on there.
You mean level 1?
Yeah, did I not say Level 1?
Oh, you said level 3.
You said level 3.
That's a big fucking oof for me. But yeah, Level 1 has the Gitter song. That's the only reason it's my favorite. But yeah, it's like this is a really boring album EP thing. It doesn't really make any sense with this thing, because he's like, oh yeah, this is Mouseville. This is all about my label. And 80% of the songs are him.
I mean,
they all have to fucking do with him, and they're like, all right, let's showcase some other people on the label. Here's No Man and one guy who's never released.
I mean, okay. I mean, like these aren't meant to be label compilations. Like,
oh, they're not?
Yeah. That's what We Are Friends and 4 More compilations are.
See,
for.
I don't keep up with Mouseville, or Mousetrap, I mean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I totally understand why you could perceive it that way. I think we talked about this when we reviewed Level 2, how we have no fucking idea what to call these things, like EPs, albums, compilations. It's weird. It
almost feels like a mixtape of like songs that he likes, but it's like, here's 80% of me.
Yeah,
Is that how mixtapes work?
I guess. I don't know. I've never really listened to a mixtape before, to be honest.
I've never made one before.
Yeah.
I've made one. It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
As for what you said about No Mana, like I kind of get what you mean, but he doesn't make the same song over and over again. Like his tech house style, I'm personally not that big a fan of, which is I guess the majority of his stuff. That being said, the track he out on here, I thought was pretty good. But he also puts out a decent amount of like melodic progressive house. That I think you'd actually like, because it doesn't go on for like 8 minutes. It goes on for like 5 or 6. You know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
The way you said that.
I don't have a problem with long songs. The problem is just that all the long songs are like house or trance.
Yeah.
Which I really like house, but it's always like the house that's like done,
Yeah.
done, 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 and then that goes on for 4 minutes, adding like a new little drum thing every two.
Yeah. Yeah. Like every few bars. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get that problem, but I don't know.
I'm
It
just
doesn't
stupid.
affect me for some
I'm
reason.
objectively wrong.
That's right. You don't like progressive house, or you only like your bangers? Dumb
You're
listener.
a monster.
I'm actually a really big fan of house, but like not this kind of house. I do really like I think tech house is the word. I'm blanking on what kind of house I've been really getting into
Acid
lately.
house?
No, it's kind of like
Acid House is like dead.
Yeah, it is, but you could still get into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
you can still get into it.
Yeah, you can get into the scene.
with the two artists that are making it right now. I don't know.
People still listen to classical music. That's a scene. I guess.
It is actually. I think.
Is it possible to make classical music like today?
Yeah. There's
It's called orchestral.
Well,
there's a program, I can't remember what it's called, but I had to use in my music theory class where you like it's kind of like FL Studio, but like you write like on a staff of like what you want it to
I know
play.
what that is. I know what that is. A friend of mine used to use it. I can't remember
Yeah.
it now.
a
Shit,
a
I don't
staff.
remember it.
What?
Yeah, like like the
a
music
grand staff, like a
staff.
grand
Oh,
staff.
oh. Yeah. Sorry, I know nothing about music theory.
No, it's all good. But like I can't remember what it's called, but I used like
yeah,
that's what,
I
that's
know
what
exactly
I would
what
use
you're
in,
talking about.
That's what I would use in my music theory class, which I hated. God, I hated music theory class. I sucked at it. Also, I hated my teacher
Hey,
who was
now
like,
you can mash stuff better because you know what keys work or something. I don't know.
no, no, I don't.
All you need to know what keys like work is just that wheel, like that wheel that the DJs
Yeah, the
use.
Camelot
yeah.
wheel.
Yeah, that's it. Damn, I can't believe you remember that. But yeah, like as soon as
I use
as
it
soon as
all the
found,
time. I should remember it.
True. As soon as I found that, just like mixing stuff, it came so much easier.
Yeah.
Bathroom rave take 4.
And also and also like did you at least get anything out of the music theory class? Like you know how music
I
works?
mean, I can kind of like I know. Like, what's the fucking thing? Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. Like, I know the order of like the keys.
Oh, like scales? A lot like scales
yeah.
and stuff? Yeah. That's
Four
cool.
4 crows. Shit, what is it? Oh my god, this is gonna literally kill me.
Now-
We're gonna find out who your music theory teacher was, and we're gonna send this to him or her.
No!
Okay. We actually can't do that. You just said that you hate her or him or whatever.
Oh, I did hate him. Wait, here we 4 crows go down and eat breakfast. Fuck yes! Yes!
I have. Okay,
That's the order of it. Like 4 crows go eat breakfast.
you gotta understand how amazing that sounds with no context or.
4 crows. Oh shit! 4 crows go down and eat breakfast.
What does that mean? Decipher that. Real quick.
So like
FC
yes,
G D.
FCGADAEB. Because it's like it's hard to explain, but like wait, I think I did it wrong anyway. But like
Music theory with Dill, everyone.
C has like no sharps or flats.
No, I thought that was B.
You're wrong.
Okay.
You are completely wrong on that. I'm sorry, bud.
Wow, this is so sad.
So like F has 1 flat.
Okay.
Because it's like it's hard to remember like what order the minors go in or like the flats go in. So it starts with F, which has 1 flat. C has no sharps or flats. G has 1 sharp. D has Oh wait, never mind. I'm stupid. So okay. Still wrong. Okay. So like G has 1 sharp and to remember what sharp it goes on, you go that. So you go 4. So for G, the one sharp would be F, and you go down 1 to D, and you go 4 crows, and that has 2 sharps, so it's F and C. A has 3 sharps, and it'll be 4 crows go, so it'd be F, C, and G. And then it goes down to E, and it'd be 4 crows go down, and so the sharps would be F, C, G, D. Anyway,
All right,
and
guys.
go on
Music theory
forever.
with Dill.
I I hope there are no like artists watching this one because they're probably banging their head against the wall during this whole
No,
section.
no, I'm right. I'm right. Shut up. And then for the flats, the order you go on is bead, greatest common factor. So it's B, G, C, F. So like F is the first key that uses a flat, and then you go B, so that would be B, and then it's B flat, which is the second one, and that would be B E. So and that just goes on forever. I don't want this episode to be about basic music theory shit.
Fake music only, episode 14. Dill proves that he knows basic music theory. It's just gonna be this part. We're like gonna cut it off now.
Oh wait, hang on. Before I make this joke, hang on.
You gotta make sure it's right.
Yeah. Man,
well, wait, no
if
rush.
everybody knew about music, we would be living in some sort of capital or chief city of a country or region, also known as the title of the next EP we're talking about, Metropolis.
Holy shit! Oh my god, that's the best transition that's ever been on this show. I'm crying.
Oh, don't cry, baby.
I'm crying. All right, yeah. I was gonna say, with all this talk about music theory, let's get far as hell away from it. Company Metropolis EP.
I mean, if we all knew about music, we would be able to make some sort of thing that hires a lot of people and makes some money, which is the name of the artist we'll be talking about next. Company.
All right. All right. Oh man, we actually have to talk about music now. All right, cool.
Aw, damn it.
Dang.
All right. So IMG, you start with this one. Switch it up.
Well, all right. So company is kind of like hit or miss with me.
I
Like,
guess they never knew.
yeah. I don't know. I like this and I don't like it at the same time. I thought the sound design was really good, but at some points it just kind of gets too gritty for me. Yeah.
Just like a bit.
This
too
is
heavy.
why I should start writing down notes.
Take
guys.
notes.
Yeah, really. Take
Yeah, I
Corbin
really-
notes with 2 words. Big bang.
Boom. Drop.
Yeah.
Hit.
Lots
clap.
of sub. um,
This
but,
one's upstep.
okay. But yeah. Okay. So for company, I'd say they're mostly like a hit for me. Like this is gonna sound weird, but their sound design is really like thick, I guess, you know, like it's very full, which is and usually I can appreciate what they put out, and they've been putting out a lot. They put out like 2 EPs last year, plus like a ton of collaborations, and already with their third Never Say Die EP like in February, kind of crazy. As for like the quality of this EP goes, there are 2 very good tracks, and then 2 like not bad tracks, but just super meh, in my opinion. And the good tracks are the opener, Firewall, because that is like a really good intro. It goes on for like 1 minute and 50 seconds, which is not usual for a Never Say Die release. So I appreciate that. And the drop is, classic company. It works. And then Seething is my favorite cut off this thing. Because it starts off as like an above average kind of peekaboo-esque deep dub track. I think that's the genre name, deep dub. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with just that. But then the second drop goes for this tempo switch up, which I haven't really heard in this genre before, and like it really works. And I hope we get more like it. So those 2 tracks are great. Like 8 to. Like Firewall's like an 8 out of 10 and Seething's like a 9 for me. But then like the back half is not as consistent. Like Take It All is very okay. Like the drop is okay. The vocals, they do their job. Nothing really stands out though. And Last Man Standing with like Virus Syndicate is kind of disappointing because I usually like Virus Syndicate just because they're so ridiculous and like the fucking like ad libs that sound like they're throwing up. It's weird. But in this one they just didn't do it for me, probably because they kind of repeat the exact same verse a second time. And the drop is just underwhelming. But
I didn't really like Virus Syndicate in the last track, so
yeah.
I definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So for me, like, I wouldn't recommend listening to the full thing. Just like download the first 2 tracks because they're certified bangers. And then just leave the other 2 unless you're a massive Company fan. Dill, what you thinking?
Hey, what's up, babe? I don't listen to a lot of Company, so I didn't really go into this thinking anything. I probably started out disliking it already because I'm not a huge fan of Never Say Die.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed the CP. I disagree and agree with you. Seething and Firewall are bangers, but I think I prefer Firewall. It's like you said, just a certified fucking banger. I don't know, it really works well. There's nothing really like. Yes, the intro is really special. I really enjoy like the off drop shit. I just had to burp again. I'm sorry.
We didn't hear it, so good work.
You didn't hear it, thank God. But yeah, I really. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the Kara track because I really enjoy it. It almost sounds like Company was trying to copy Dion Timmer, like almost like a Dion Timmer vibe, with it's like it's like she's singing and like right before the drop she starts like screaming the chorus, which is kind of what Dion Timmer dubstep tracks do. And I enjoyed that. I'm not liking the fact that Kara is everywhere. And like she gets like $1,000 to $2,000 for like vocal samples.
That's sexist.
Wait, is that really?
Buddy of mine, Level 7, emailed her about it, and I think like the email was like, sure, just send me the lyrics, and then Venmo me like $1,000.
What the fuck?
Like
What?
like bitches everywhere.
I mean, like, good for her, I guess, but
yeah, good for her, I guess.
They're not
But
that
like,
good.
everybody is using her vocal pack. But I don't know. It's like Kara is almost becoming like the new Nev. And I'd much rather have Nev be the Nev of EDM right now.
Yeah, I know. I know
Like
what
for
you mean.
example, like I feel bad for Note Taker for how much he must have paid for 4 lines of vocals on Into the Light.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh fuck, I forgot we were talking about. Shit, never mind. Ignore that. Leave that for later. Cut that out.
Your mic just peaked all over the place.
I forgot we were supposed to be talking about that shit. Just forget I said anything about that track. You're gonna be completely surprised what I say about it. But I agree with you that the Virus Syndicate track sucks. It just feels very bland and basic. Nothing new is in the track. It just feels like a really bad rhythm track. Because it's just like bass, nothing. Bass, nothing. But yeah, overall I enjoyed 3 out of 4 of the tracks. Yeah, that's all I have to really say about it.
Nice. That's a good ratio.
And now going from the opposite of a beautiful land to a crazy little island, we're going to Sarawak.
We don't have to go
There
in
we
order.
go.
We don't have to go in the exact order
What do
that
you
they're
mean?
written
Of
down.
course we do. We have to go down the EPs.
In fact, it'd probably be a better idea if we started talking about singles first.
Fine, then let's go.
No, I want to talk about Sorrow.
We'll save it for last because I know there's a
Fine.
lot. I know there's a
Fine,
lot
then.
you guys want to say about it.
Fine then. Then we'll just go back in time to the old world order.
You said singles.
What?
It's
singles?
yeah, because ending an episode off with singles kind of sucks. We realized, so now we do them like in the middle of the episode
okay.
now. You know.
All right,
Yeah.
then. Fuck, you can pick then. I don't know anymore.
You have so many options here.
My whole world's been flipped upside down. I can't even believe this.
You said it was being flipped upside down. Could you
Oh,
say
you
it was? Could you say it was
motherfucker.
getting hectic in there? That was not. It wasn't as good, but I tried.
It wasn't.
That was a good try.
It was an
Honestly,
attempt.
that transition was pretty hectic.
Hell yeah. F- what the fuck? Wait. Are you meaning to do that, or is that just your mic? Your mic is like straight up broken right now. I can't hear.
Oh shit.
No, that ain't better. I can barely hear you.
Barely hear.
Yeah,
I'm dying right now. This is fucking great.
Is this better?
we're having some technical difficulties. Dylan, you may have just broken your microphone, cause like
My webcam.
like I can hear
That
you.
explains it.
Like I can make out what you're saying, but it's just so quiet. do you
Well,
have
it's because I clapped.
do you have another mic
I can
anywhere?
use my phone.
We could test that. It's got to be better than this.
Oh
Yeah.
my! I can't believe that happened. I swear to God, it's broken.
Can't believe that.
Because I want to hear what it sounds like the test mic. I'll be right back.
All right. So basically, what just happened for those watching? Dill's mic just fucking broke because he clapped.
Yeah,
so we
I
had
clapped
to-
really loudly, and my microphone decided to break. So I'm gonna be on mobile for a little bit, and then after we're talking about this next song, I'm gonna test my mic again to see if it's still fucking broken. But for now, for this episode, for this song, you're gonna hear my audio differently.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
F-word and swage. Hectic. So for those that don't know, F-word kind of took a bit of a hiatus after, Datsik got banished to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, what happened to Datstick? Is he just taking a little break?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I was really hyped for his album coming out.
Wait, did he announce an album before all that
I don't
happened?
know.
Okay. That would suck. But yeah, so Datsik was just shunned by the entire EDM community for, in my opinion, pretty good reason. Opinions vary on that throughout the community. But really, I didn't care too much because I haven't listened to too much Datsik. But I have been listening to F-word for a while because I'm a big Bass House fan. And he's, part of that duo, and the other half of that duo has never made a solo track ever. So people weren't sure what was gonna happen when that happened with Datsik. And it took a year, but I think that that the other guy whose name is Bass House, that's actually his alias name.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, but it's spelt weird. It's Baishaus. Bass Haas.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think he's finally back up to the level that F-word was at when Datsik was on the project. He put out a few different styled tunes prior to this one, and then the track he put out before this was called Accelerator, and that was a flat out Bass House tune. But I didn't want to make any assumptions off just one track. But with this being the second actual Bass House banger in a row, I am confidently saying that F-word is back, and I hope to see him at festivals and shit because this track bangs. The classic Bass House drop in the first half, the first drop, I think it works. It's nothing too special, but it works. But what really kind of makes this track stand out a bit is the switch up in the second drop, which isn't dubstep because the drums are all weird, but but the tempo slows down and some different noises come in, and usually that doesn't work in my opinion, but this track pulled it off well. So I don't know who Swage is, but be on the lookout for him as well, and start following F-word again if you stopped after the whole Datsik situation. So yeah, that's what I think. Dill, we're cutting straight to you for this one. What do you think?
All right, awesome. I haven't really listened to F Word a lot or Datsick. I know Datsick is like a big popular boy.
Not anymore, boy.
Yeah, not anymore, boy. He got it included in the Indiana curse of canceling at Indiana.
Is that a thing?
It is actually because we had like because I live in Indiana and we had like four EDM artists like cancel in a row. We had Flux Pavilion, Excision, Keizo, who was actually I was actually gonna go see, but he got really sad, and
Real sad boy hours.
yeah,
Everyone.
he was like, "Man, I miss my home. I'm gonna cancel. I'm not go to Indiana." And that's sick. That's like at the heat of him getting shit on. He was supposed to go to Indiana next, and he was like, "I can't do that because I'm just gonna get like murdered."
Fair point.
But I really like Bass House. But I this kind of just feels like a song that was made with a checklist. Nothing really new or exciting on this track. It just feels like a plain old Bass House song. I guess it was really made to show people like, hey, I can make Bass House music too. It doesn't have to be just him. But yeah, I don't really enjoy it. I don't find myself listening. I don't think I'm going to listen to it after this podcast or ever again, unless I'm invited on a podcast next year and they ask me to listen to this song again. Like that would be literally the only reason I listen to it again. But yeah, it's going to be a skip from me.
All right, hard 5 out of 10. I'm hearing.
Lower.
Oh no. Oh,
Ooh.
poor
Ooh.
poor Bass House. IMG, what do you think?
All right, here's my Corbin style review for this. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right, there. Review done.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot to say about this track.
Yeah, true.
Man, out of all of us, IMG had the most to say. Like I completely completely understand what you're saying, and I completely agree with you.
I'm just happy to see F Word back. All right. Well, there's one single of many. All right. You know what? Because you guys weren't that big a fan of this one, Dill, we're gonna go to one that you actually requested we put on.
Oh, okay, sure thing. You can pick whichever you want.
Let's go with.
I'm gonna cave us in. There we go.
Cave me in is what it's called.
Whatever, close enough.
All right,
man.
All right, you start.
Man, your suggestions are really just caving in my. Whatever.
Stop it, man.
Stop
it. You're fired. Get out.
Okay, that's fair.
IMG, what do you think?
Well, okay, so, about Cave Me In, I'm just gonna say, I don't really like that kind of, like, triplet switch. Like, yeah.
Cool.
Sir,
I'm sorry, I thought my mic died, so I was, like, sitting there, like, did my mic just, like,
Sir, would you care
turn off?
Sir, would you care to elaborate?
Well, okay, you got this electro house, just absolute banger. A-Show is killing it on vocals, and then you just go to fucking triplets and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, and you're like, wait, what? No, this is electro house, not like,
yeah,
and then it goes back, and it's like, what? Like, you could have just like kept it like that, But other than my small little quip about that, I think it's a good track. A-Show killed it on vocals. Power as always, does a good job on production except for that one little bit.
I kind of have like I agree with you in some parts, but not in others. Like I think the vocals are probably the worst part of this track. Like they're super cheesy, in my opinion. And I'm also like I usually love tempo switch ups when they're done well, and like it's not like this one isn't done smoothly or anything, but I don't think that it like improves the song.
Yeah.
Like I just think it was something that was like how do I make this song longer without it feeling like I'm just copy pasting? Here we go, and then they just kind of did that, and it didn't really work.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I still like this track quite a bit because the drop is really something else. With like the bass line probably being my favorite part of the whole thing. It's pretty complex, and I haven't heard too much of Follower, because I've never I hadn't heard of him until he was on Monster Cat. Even then, I haven't
Me
really
either,
heard
so.
most of his stuff. But I'm definitely glad I checked out this one because I might start following him off the label. Because even though the vocals aren't great, and something else could have been done the second drop besides that switch up, I do like the drop itself. So, like 7 out of 10 for me, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll give it somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And
All
Dylan,
right, Dilly boy.
yeah, you requested
Hey
this
there.
one.
Hey there, guys. I just want to say fuck you both.
Oh, boy.
Because that switch up's amazing. First off,
Ooh.
I just want to say you're both objectively wrong, and that's the best drop of the track. Yeah.
I think it's time to fire Dill here.
Okay.
I think it's time to fire him, guys.
Okay, see where you're coming from, but no.
Wrong. I've been listening to this. I don't want to. Never mind. I've been listening to this track for a while. I've been, actually. I don't know if he said. I don't know if he said this or not. I think he has. But that last drop was supposed to be hard style. And,
Yo, I would. Oh no. Okay. All right.
wait,
If he
what-
would have done a hard style drop,
What?
What
if he
was
did
it?
a hard style drop, I would go nuts. Okay.
Okay? Did he change it up and or was this like an actual attempt at hard style that failed?
He had it as hard style, and then Going Quantum was like, yeah, that doesn't work well, and so he changed it. I think he's still using the same kick as he is in that track. I think he might have posted the work in progress to that one in his own server, Fallon Music Discord server. But I'm friends with Fowler. I don't want to say any bias towards Fowler, but this is his best track.
Damn.
I really like the vocals. I really like the drop. I think Aisha's performance is very good. There's really not much I can say about this. Definitely nothing I can say bad about this track because I really enjoy it. I mean, yeah, it's like there's currently 38 tracks on Uncaged Volume 6, and it's currently my number 2. But yeah, that's my Flower Boy right there. And his next track, it's pretty hot.
Yo, this man's got those exclusives.
Yeah,
boy.
because of a reason. And shit.
This reminds me of a question I've been
Dill's
meaning to ask you.
collaborating with Fowler, guys.
No.
Okay, so you've managed to become a moderator both in the Monster Cat subreddit and the Discord server, and all these artists.
Well,
okay.
okay.
How did you get to this position exactly?
Okay,
And how do we
first
get
off-
to meet these many artists?
Who
Okay,
did you
stop.
bribe? Who did you bribe?
First off, if you become a mod of Reddit or Twitch, you immediately become a Discord mod. I didn't have to ask for both. I didn't become a Reddit mod, then become a Discord mod. I became both at once.
Oh.
But I'm not a mod for the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that'd be really boring.
Oh.
Because there'd be no one in there. During non-podcast hours, unless I'm completely wrong. on how many people are in there, but I'm assuming it's not a lot. But like, oh fuck, how did I become friends with Fowler? Well, first off, how I became mod was I'm the flare guy. I'm assuming you know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that.
I honestly don't.
Okay, do you go on the subreddit?
Occasionally. I've only really been in this like community for
You know
like a
that
year.
you know the little artist logo that you can have next to your name?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I do.
Oh,
Holy
okay.
shit! Why does it look all fuck up? What? Oh no.
Yeah, I remember
just-
when they were so
I just
fucked
checked
up.
it and it
Oh
looks
my
fucked
god.
up for some reason.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, who fucked up with the flares? Oh
Dill.
God. It's not me. They were working. Oh. I need to DM someone about that shit.
Oh no.
They look kind of fucked up. But anyway, yeah, I work on the flares. And so because of that, I kind of have also taken the initiative. Well, also it's also just because like I do the mega threads on there, so like, that's kind of like an important thing to do. I guess I don't know what's important in other people's eyes. It's important to me. But
that is important. Yeah, I'd say
yeah.
so.
But like, oh fuck, what was it? I think we were just in the Monster Guy Discord playing Rainbow Six at a really late time, and Fowler came into the server, or came into the voice chat. And he played a little bit with us, and we were just chilling. And he's like, "What the fuck did he say?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm really excited for you guys to fuck." When did Anyway come out? October 2nd. He's like, "Man, I'm really excited for you guys to listen to my track on October 2nd." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And he goes, "What do you say?" He goes, "Do you want to hint on who I'm collaborating with?" And I was like, "Sure." And he goes, "What do you say?" He goes, "It rhymes with Save a Dector." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Nice.
But like we kind of played Rainbow Six a little bit after that. We played a lot. We're currently playing a lot of Ring of Elysium, which is like a free battle royale. We've kind of stopped because it's gotten so like not popular anymore that people are adding, or the game developers are adding bots into the mix.
Oh, that sucks.
Which is really like they haven't said anything, but it's very clear. Like they all have the same loot. They all act the same way. Like they don't shoot.
If you're a game developer and you're gonna add bots, at least make them act somewhat different from each other.
Yeah, like some of them will shoot at you, but it's like the robot will go like, okay, somebody's shooting me from the north. I'm gonna shoot directly north. like it's not aimed at you. It's shooting like directly north. But yeah, and I've talked to a few artists before, but that's just like the only really time I do is like when they're actually like, like talking in the server. Like I'm friends with Sasha Vibes as well. And we've been playing Apex Legends, which is the big new battle royale, and it's really fun.
Hopefully it kills Fortnite, please.
Okay, I don't think it will because of a younger demographic. But there's a lot of like a lot of journalisms and game and other developers that are like Apex Legends is good enough to kill Fortnite. I personally disagree, but I'm interested to see what happens.
I think Fortnite is just too big to die right now.
It's the whole thing of kids. Fortnite just appeals more so to kids.
Okay, all right. Real quick though, speaking
Yes.
of Fortnite, and since this is a music podcast, can we talk about the whole Marshmallow virtual concert?
I would love to.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good idea.
I would love to.
I should have written that down.
Fuck Marshmallow. First off.
Wait. Sorry, how are you starting this?
What?
Wait. Like, did you say fuck Marshmallow?
Yes, I said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. Because he claimed he had the first. It was this whole thing where Marshmallow claimed he had the first virtual concert, and then later went on to claim we had the biggest one, which is just like bullshit. He said he had the first one, and people, were like agreeing with him, and that's sort of setting a bad precedent for future creators and stuff, where it's like, oh, if I do something that's never been done before, it only counts if I have like a lot of money or a huge company to do so. It's like this whole thing of like, oh, like I don't know, it like Firefest and Coachella, which I'm actually writing an essay about for my writing class. Is
That a boy.
what?
I said that a boy.
It's kind of weird. Like, I'm not writing specifically about it. What we're supposed to write about is like we're writing like about certain tweets and stuff. So I'm looking at like tweets that were tweeted out by Max Scramp, the creator of Coachella and Firefest. I'm supposed to like analyze them. Like, this tweet was meant to like say how good it was, like for logos or ethos or pathos, and I'm supposed to analyze each like 5, 6, or 7 tweets. I have them all ready, but it's just like, why did this person tweet this? Who was he meaning to tweet at, etc., etc. But I have a very strong opinion in the whole Marshmallow thing. I think it's bullshit that he went to talk about this. That he claimed he had the first one, and he's basically destroying any hopes and dreams that any child will have of like wanting to do something unique, because basically through Marshmallow's eyes or Marshmallow fans' eyes, what they want to do will only count if they have a lot of money to back it up, and they're like a giant corporation sponsoring them or helping them, and I think that is bullshit.
I kind of have a different view.
Okay,
on this.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, first, like, I don't really think it necessarily sets that precedent for children.
Okay.
I'm I'm more on the side of, I really don't understand, like I understand why people are getting riled up because what he said is wrong. Like it's obviously not the first virtual concert, not even close. I don't know if, statistically it's the biggest one or not. But it's really like,
I think it is, because there were like, I think there was like 10 million people or something. But go on.
Like really, it's like, why does this matter that he says it's the first one? Like sure, some people are gonna get the wrong idea, but like video evidence exists of the other ones. I don't really see a reason to care that he said it's the first one, even if it's wrong.
I have a counterpoint to that, which is when Protostar, I think he's deleted his tweet thus far.
I did see that tweet.
I screenshotted it and posted it on Quit Your Bullshit.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, I got 35,000 karma for that. I'm.
Oh fuck!
Not...
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, seriously, I got 35,000 karma, and like the comments were.
Shot the reply, or just like
that.
The reply.
Okay, so Marshmallow, or Protostar tweeted at Marshmallow about like, hey, you didn't have the first one. He tweeted the Moscow one, which isn't the first one. I think some guy in World of Warcraft did some virtual concerts, but still.
I think Second Life was the first, I think.
Okay, that's fine. But
anyway,
he was like, he was still giving an example of a virtual concert that came first. And Marshmallow quote tweeted that and said, "Looks neat, kid." Basically insinuating that this one doesn't matter. The only one that matters is mine. I'm the real first one because of how big it was. Almost. He's thus since changed his argument, and like he's saying, I can't remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of, we had the first big in-game concert. So he changed his thing. And some people in the comments were like, yeah, you go, Marshmallow. And like people were like, oh, but that's not what you said last time. You said it was the first one. And people were like, no, he didn't. It's like, shut up. Man, is this the most off topic this podcast has become, by the way?
This is not really that much off topic.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is a relevant thing going on in the community.
I guess it is. The only time I've done podcasts is like, oh, we are strictly going to only talk about these songs this time. This is going to take 5 minutes. This is going to take 10 minutes.
It's more really just like that, but, it's more just like however long it takes, okay.
Yeah, but I get you. But like I think that he should still say like, no, we're not the first one, but we are the biggest one. I don't think that he should claim. I don't think that he should like diminish the other virtual concerts that came before him because it's wrong, and he has such a young, impressionable audience that they're going to fully believe that his was the first one. Like, oh, this one doesn't count because it was in Minecraft. Like, that was the big consensus. Or, like, you're not popular enough, so you don't count. Or, this is in Minecraft. This is in a kid's game, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my stance on it.
Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean there. That definitely is not like the one comment where he's like, looks cool, kid, or whatever. That's that's a super douchey move.
I hate
very,
that. Like
it's not even like banter at that point, you know.
Yeah, it's just like like there was the whole thing of like Protostar deleted his tweet, and some people were like, oh, because he got scared, and it's like, no, it's because of all the shit that his fans were tweeting at him. Like
all the kids.
Like any sort of celebrity that quote tweets something about
we'll get like haters.
It's just gonna get like
brigade.
This huge mass of people that's going to go, fuck you, you're stupid. I think
that celebrities are already right. That they're all right.
When I was like, I think maybe 13, I think I did that once. I got quote tweeted by Cardi B, and I think I got like 1,000.
What?
This is a while ago. You will not be able to find this tweet.
Was she even famous back then? Like, obviously a little bit.
But not as famous as she is right now. Like, I actually really like Cardi B, but because I think wasn't she was on Real Housewives, I think.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong about that, because I think I was like 13 and going like, haha, this woman is faker than Amy Schumer. Ha 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 ha. I think that was what like the tweet was kind of
the
like
pinnacle of Dill's comedy career, everyone.
Pinnacle of all comedy.
Oh my god. But it was just like anything that a celebrity quote tweets is immediately going to get 1,000 comments, whether it be like complimenting them or just shitting on them. Especially shitting on them, people are going to be like, oh, you should be dead now or something.
Yeah, but, mean shit.
It's dumb.
All right.
Celebrities know the power that they're using to
influence others.
Influence others. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Well, I getting back on topic. I still think that that the amount of people getting angry about this and like the amount of negative energy going on about like throughout this situation is a little disproportionate.
Okay.
Marshmallow is still kind of being a douche here. I still don't hate the guy in general, but definitely a douche here. He's in the wrong. Still, I think everyone's freaking out a little too much about this.
That's fair. I can see where you're coming from.
Have you ever had politics? Well, that's just politics.
That's just electronic music politics. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a Fortnite concert discussion.
That was a virtual concert part that we changed from talking about Cave Me In. Thanks, Fowler.
Let's I can't think of a pun here with the remaining songs. Damn it. All right. Well, hang on. Give me a bit. I bet. All right. Hang on. Let me go to the track list.
Oh no. He's gonna do it, guys.
All right. kind of. All right. This podcast's topic is basically dead right now. So let's rise from the dead and get back into it with our next track.
Okay, that's enough. You're getting server muted.
You know what? This. God, we go off topic all the time. Itaku and underscores remix. Let's talk about that one real quick. Wait, did you legit server mute him?
Yes.
Why? Unmute him. We're doing it.
Wait, you did?
Why?
You're an asshole.
We're doing it.
What the fuck?
You know, that pun was so horrible. That was horrible.
It was good. Shut the hell up.
All right.
No.
You're an asshole. I'm gonna break your mind.
You want to fucking ban me, damn it.
Oh God.
I will.
Oh God.
I will get mod status on this server.
Oh God. Yeah. I
All
mean,
right, so
hey,
we're
hey,
talking about Rise from the Dead of the remix.
let's talk about the remix, just because it's way at the bottom of the list, and I don't feel like scrolling down on my notes again. This is the only thing that I think we've covered that hasn't been like officially released. You know, like it was put out by the remixers and all that, but it's not on any streaming platforms.
Right.
Which is cool because we don't get to talk about this stuff that often. And I haven't heard the original.
And neither have I.
Yeah, but I do like this one. I like the first half more. I like the super minimalistic drop.
Okay.
I'm like really that makes the song for me. And I don't want to say like more bombastic, but I guess just like the louder second drop I don't like as much, but it's still good. And I also wish that this track had like any sort of outro, like at all, because it like after the second drop it just kind of fades out. But yeah, this is a very nice little remix here. 6.5 to 7. I don't know. It's good.
Okay.
It's good. IMG, what do you think?
I didn't listen to it, but
Fuck's
since
sake,
it's under...
man.
What?
But
It's
All
your
right,
job.
I told you it wasn't on Apple Music.
Here,
I was like,
here's
fuck
what's
it,
gonna
I'm too
happen.
lazy.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send you the remix. I'm gonna talk about it. And you're gonna listen to it.
And what if I don't? What are you gonna do to me, huh?
I'm going to leave the fucking podcast and ban all your shit off the subreddit.
Oh, boy.
God damn you. Alright, fine. Fucking do
All
it.
right,
Send it.
because the
Okay,
song is so
alright.
short, I'm gonna
Talk
talk about
slowly.
it for a while.
Talk slowly. Talk slowly.
Exactly. I know.
Alright, I'm deafening you all so I can listen to this in
All right,
peace.
All right. See you in a bit.
Let me talk about this track. I have not personally heard the original track, as you haven't either. But I don't think I really need to, because I think it's not really that much of almost like a remix, of almost like a cover. I mean, the instrumental might be the same, but like as far as I know, none of the vocals are from the original track. I know, like, as far as I know, the softer tracks, like with the higher voice, I believe that's underscores,
Oh,
and
really?
like the louder, like wanna kick it with you all the time. That's Hitaku. But I think this is the cutest track I've heard all year. I definitely agree with you on the fact that there should be like an outro. I think a piano outro would work really well. As honestly, my favorite part of the song might be in between the first and second drop of the build up of like the vocals getting louder and just like him wanting to be with whoever, chilling and grilling with this grill. But I really like the first drop. There's also this remix was actually released on ENM, which is like a weird channel for it to be released on. I don't know what's going on with ENM, by the way.
Yeah,
ENM is like
like when I listen to the track on that channel, like I saw that it had like 500k subs, but I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's like it was popular. Then they moved offices and they changed their layout, and then they went on it for like 1 week, and then they've been on like 3 breaks and changed their layout like 3 or 4 different times. But I'm really happy it did, because it's got a fucking amazing Pokemon music video going with it, with Jigglypuff just jamming out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
getting like periodically mad.
That is a mood.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, he's
Give
back.
us a second.
He's back.
Give us. I'm not done yet. This is currently one of my favorite tracks of the year. It's really short, which means it's been on repeat a lot recently. Like it keeps going, and honestly, without the outro, I just keep I'm like, oh, I need to hear that again. Like, and that's basically my mood after the song every time is I need to listen to this again, because of just how much of a fucking bop and how cute and amazing it is. If you aren't following Underscores right now, he's going to big places right now. He's currently he's just recently last year released his Futura EP, which has some great tracks on it, especially Teenage Cloud Anthem. He just released on Bitbird. And he's probably going to be releasing on the Goldie & Finch Volume 3. I know Knapsack is also releasing on Goldie & Finch 3, which is probably why Underscores is which probably means the underscores is going to release on there. But if you are not following underscores right now, follow him right now. He's going places. Also, Itaku, he's my boy.
Dill, certified underscore Stan.
Yes.
You see him on Twitter. Stream
Going
underscores.
Quantum literally tweeted, "Hey, I'm looking. Who should I sign to the label?" And I added only underscores.
Damn. Well, good shit.
I think he is going places. I guarantee it. He's going to be a big producer, but if not this year, then next year.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, IMG. We've been anticipating this. What's the review?
Well, as I was gonna say before Dill cut me off,
Fucking asshole.
it's it's underscores. So honestly, it's gonna be pretty good, and I was not mistaken. It is very good. Although, honestly, I think the minimalistic drop could have fit more as like a repeat in the second drop too. You know, with maybe a bit of variation. But other than that, yeah, I think it's a good track. I'll probably have it on repeat. So.
Yeah, I it's not on Apple Music, but I did add it to like my to download playlist for whenever I get around to like importing tracks that are on Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty high up there on the list. So, yeah, even though you gotta look it up on YouTube, go check it out. Link in the description.
Also, if you haven't seen it on YouTube, you weren't here for this IMG, but there's like a Pokemon music video that's really cute.
You just were talking about that, and then I popped in and said, "That's a movie."
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Oh, I thought
honestly,
you were talking about the track.
When you said that's a mood, I thought that's when you cut it.
I did. I like just heard you start talking about that, and then I just said, "That's a mood."
Okay, whatever.
So yeah,
all right.
Good taste.
Yeah.
Good find, Dill. Because there's no way in hell I would have ever listened to this otherwise.
Yeah, I literally only found that. Well, I think I used to be friends with you talking, and then we kind of drifted apart. But I've been a big fan of underscores as of recent. Anyway,
Nice.
And because of that cute little music video, we all played Pokemon when we were kids.
Fuck's sake.
I swear to God.
Can we just hire you to like just do the transitions?
Yeah, it's
like,
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'll be in the background, just wait for you, all three of you, to stop talking.
I'll just send you the track list like every episode, and you'll just send me the audio files. But yeah, this is the third and it's first on the list, but it's the third and last thing that Dill requested that we put in. And I'm not gonna lie, like going in to this track, like here in the first 15 seconds, I was kind of like this is gonna be kind of generic future bass or something. But then it was actually really good. And
that yes.
But, yeah, like the vocals are actually pretty sweet now that I'm not viewing them as part of just a generic future bass song, and like the drop that they have in the middle of the drops totally caught me off guard, and just blew my expectations. Like this actually sounds like something that Porter Robinson could have made. If you slapped his name on this, I wouldn't have batted an eye. This is good shit. So if you're a fan of like melodic stuff, go listen to this. Go do it. Leon. Dill, we're gonna cut to you now.
All right.
Switch it up.
I literally have never heard of Leone before listening to this song. The only reason I know what the song is because of the channel Sidewalk Talk has one of my current favorite series, which is EDM React Week, where this guy just reacts to what came out that week. But really, I don't really listen to his opinion. Sometimes I do, but it's like he just plays all the popular shit, and or like anything from producers that's been released, and I'll go like he'll play some of the off drop, the drop, and then if that clip sounds good, I'll go okay, I'll listen to this track and add it to my playlist. And Kids was on it last week, and I was really shocked to hear it because it almost sounds like Hyper Potions, which I really enjoy. And holy fuck, you talking about that middle drop? Mm-hmm. When hearing those like smash noises, if you haven't heard the song, and like he plays the drop, and then in the middle of that drop, he has like two, I think it's fireballs from Super Smash Bros. He goes bloop bloop, and then every time I hear that, it gives me chills because of how well that's done. It is actually amazing. And I was actually I don't know if you guys, well, I'm pretty sure you do. But like me and Zircom were listening to it. I was showing that to him, and he really likes it. And he was like, whoever did that art is probably the artist for Porter Robinson, or got some sort of inspiration from Porter Robinson's art. But if you like Hyper Potions or Porter Robinson, or maybe this might be a stretch, but both, you'll love the song.
All right, laugh out of 10 from IMG. No, I'm kidding. What do you think?
Yeah. Pretty good track. I was like
God.
not I was like you. I was expecting it to be just kind of generic future based, and then it just was like, oh, okay. You know, this is good. I like the sound design. The sound design was really crisp, and yeah, it's a good track. I'd listen to it again.
So, thank you, EDM React Weekly or whatever.
Thank you,
yeah.
EDM React Weekly. Make sure to check that out if you like weeks.
Fun. Yeah,
All right.
Like that's actually what I. Used
Hey
to
man,
find
I
in studio music,
personally
too.
like hours. You know.
You might not like the series.
All right. Well, we've been going for a while, and we've got some music. We've still got we've got the music. to talk
Longest
about.
episode, guys.
Yeah,
Longest
this episode's really long. Like it almost feels like I'm like I just went from kid to adult to dead. So let's rise from the dead on this next track.
God damn it!
Don't server mute. I swear to God. Okay. All right. Let's do a quick one. So I didn't really expect Dirty Phonics on Disciple, but I totally approve. The intro is pretty cinematic. It's nice, and the drop is really crazy. Like there's tons of interesting sounds here. So if you're like a bass head that's kind of like a sound design nut, listen to this. You'll probably get something out of it. IMG, bam, you go.
Sayonara 2.0, but better. Done.
Nice. Dill, go.
Sayonara 2.0, but worse.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna sound like Sayonara, or at least some sort of heavy dubstep that is like based around like really heavy bass and all that shit. I really like Sayonara for some odd reason. I literally don't know why. I should hate it. But this is probably Dirty Phonics going, here, it's okay, bud. Here's that style that you will actually hate. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, Dirty Phonics. But I don't know. This did not seem interesting at all to me. It almost sounded like just like a basic Never Say Die release. In all honesty, I didn't really like this track. I've listened to it a couple times, tried to get myself to like it because maybe I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds like Sayonara. I must like this, and I could never get into it.
Damn. I'm a huge fan of Sayonara as well. I love the sounds used there.
I hate Sayonara, so.
I that's fine. It really seems like a love it or hate it type situation. I don't know if I'd necessarily compare it to that because Sayonara kind of goes for like this really rough and grating sort of sound design when this seems to be a bit more like generic dubstep. But it's kind of generic dubstep done well, so like I'll take it for what it is.
Fair.
It's generic dubstep with a good intro, so I'll take it. Damn. What else we got?
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So
pun.
let's rise from the Devon.
Devon.
Damn
From the
it.
That's right. Let's Where do you go from the dead into heaven into the light?
God damn it.
Ooh, okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. That works. I guess. Okay. I'm a pretty big fan of No Taker, both his Monster Cat and Mousetrap stuff. Not exactly an unpopular opinion. This like the drop feels kind of like a mix of his Genesis EP stuff and this one track he put out on Mousetrap called Abyss, which was on We Are Friends Volume 6, which was one of my favorite tracks off that compilation. So I'm definitely a fan of this one. Like that combined with the very dreamy intro. If you've been into No Taker before, then this is just super easy to like. You'll be into it. IMG, thoughts?
All right, I have a question to ask both of you. Uncaged or Instinct?
Uncaged.
Depends.
For me, it's like I'm not saying Instinct isn't bad by any means. Of course, there's tons of great releases.
No. About this song.
Oh, about the song.
This song.
Instinct.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say it belongs in Instinct, but if I worked at Monster Cat, Instinct, but like knowing Monster Cat, I knew this would be Uncaged, just because it's
Yeah,
like, ooh, that bass is a little too hard, buddy.
just a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
like
that's like
Instinct,
what's happened to every Kill Paris.
like Instinct is meant for like strictly, stuff that could be on the radio, basically.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
so I kind of get why I kind of get why
Yeah,
it's
like-
Uncaged. Like the branding's
if
got to
it's
be
like-
consistent, but
If you could show this to someone who only listens to pop or stuff like that, and they would like it, that goes on Instinct.
yeah, exactly.
Although I think I could show this to someone who likes pop. They might not like those little small little heavy parts, but I think they'd like it as a whole.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much to me what label it's on, but I guess I would say that this one is mislabeled. But I could see the argument for it being on Uncaged.
Yeah, I can see the argument for
yeah.
both.
Yeah, but what
Anyway,
you think about the
okay.
song?
I think it was definitely like reminiscent of like Who I Am, which can we just say Declan James, whatever. Come
Declan.
back to Okay, all right. Declan James, please come
Declan.
back to Monster Cat.
Declan.
Oh, Declan. Okay. All right. Third try. Declan James, please come back to Monster Cat.
I thought
He-
he said he was gonna have another release on Monster.
Yeah, I thought
Wrong
he
about
did.
that.
Yeah, and
I
like
mean, he might. In all honesty, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll have to see.
Yeah, who?
anyway. Okay, all right. We're getting way off topic.
We gotta go fast.
Yeah.
I think what the second drop could have benefited from is kind of like a switch up because like the first drop is more instinct based. I think if the second drop was more Uncaged based, I think it would sound cooler. I don't know. In my opinion, it's still a good song without it, but I think that would make it even better for me. But yeah, good song. Yeah.
I can agree with that. A darker drop in the second half
Yeah.
would kind of balance it out. But yeah, Dill, what you thinking?
All right. This almost seems like a return to form for No Taker. With his recent EP on Mousetrap, which I did not enjoy. And he seemed to starting leading into that direction with like tracks like The Storm. But this one kind of goes back to like Who I Am and Infinite, with this just like really bassy. It's I don't want to. It's like a really smooth bass. It's just like like the little like drum patterns, and then going back into the bass. It almost seems like a return to form. And going back to fucking Kara, she has 4 lines on this song, and 2 of them are the same. It's just follow me into the light, repeat. I don't know. Probably paid like $1,000 for it.
I mean, she helps the
yeah.
track at least.
She does. I don't know. Maybe go with a cheaper producer or a cheaper vocalist. I mean,
Yeah.
Danica Nadeau's probably cheap.
Get some up and comers. Help.
Yeah. But I mean, it's his choice if he wants Kara on their track. She did well. I mean,
She did really well in Who I Am. That's like one of my favorite
Yeah, she
Monster
did.
Cat releases. Period.
What else do I want to talk about? There's something else I wanted. I don't know why No Taker releases on Monster Cat. If he wanted, like, his style seems like he should be with Mousetrap, and he's released on Mousetrap. It seems like, oh, you should stay with Mousetrap because that's your style. I'm really happy he's on the list, but it's just like, it's interesting to me that he would stick with Monster Cat despite his style like leaning very heavily towards Mousetrap.
I mean, like the Genesis EP wouldn't really work on Mousetrap. That's the thing. I guess it would, but it would definitely be a little weird for the label.
Definitely like So Much Love.
Yeah,
That would be like that's like a quintessential Mousetrap song.
yeah,
like-
yeah, that would work. But like, Wake Up You're Dreaming and Who I Am, they would not really fit too
Mhm.
well. So like really what I can kind of see for No Taker is for him to just put singles like this one in this style here on Monster Cat, and then more kind of like a multi-track projects put out on Mousetrap.
I mean, honestly, I'm just okay with him releasing nothing else like Too Smooth ever again. That's what I thought.
Oh
He was gonna,
yeah.
You know,
because like that's kind of what's happening. That's kind of what's happening to Mode Step, where they have like really hard rhythmy dubstep, and then literally everything else they release at. Which
think-
I was afraid he was going to be like, oh, I'm only going to release pop stuff with gray matter now, or something. But yeah, I'm really happy what he's making right now, and I'm excited for the future. I'm interested to see if these tracks both kind of have to do with nature, if that's leading into some sort of EP. I'm interested to see what he does with that.
True.
Seasons EP, No Taker, coming out quarter
that'd be
2.
nice.
Yeah, I bet Kara is having some real bliss with that 2K money that No Taker gave her.
Fuck's sake.
God damn it.
Damn it, that worked.
I know it did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Must Die. I'm a pretty big fan of him and his more, stranger take on bass music. With like the longer, more grating screeches. I see why people don't like his style, but I personally do quite a bit. And this track it might be one of the best things that he's ever made. It's fucking crazy. Like everything is really chaotic, but still coherent. There's like hard style influences all over the place. But it's still definitely Must Die because you have all these crazy grating screeches, but that somehow all work together. Yeah, this is like a really good Never Say Die release in my opinion. Really unique. I can't see someone calling this generic. I can't wait to see this played at festivals and shit. Because this is gonna make people go insane. I feel like. IMG, what are you thinking?
Alright. My nitpick about this track. I hate the hardcore fake outs because I am a big hardcore fan. And like, I wanted some hardcore. I was like, oh my god, alright, cool, hardcore. It's dubstep. Still pretty good dubstep, but I was like, and then it's like, oh yes, okay, finally, like hardcore second drop. No, it's dubstep. We got fuck.
It's the most angry I've heard you.
But I have a good feeling that like some hardcore producer out there, like the Tweakers or Atmospheres or something like that, is gonna like, if he ends up releasing a remix EP, there's gonna be a hardcore thing on it, hard style type thing.
There might even be like a hardcore like VIP. I could see that.
Yeah, I could totally. Yeah, but anyway, I think it was really crisp and like you said, it was very chaotic. Yeah, it's a good track other than those hardcore fake outs. God damn it. Yeah. Anyway, Dale, what about you?
Must Die released on Never Say Die 6, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's been on like every Never Say Die compilation,
Yeah,
I think.
he released I Don't Want to Live. And he on Twitter he was like, I hope you really like this style because this is going to be what my future songs sound like. And I went, oh god, no, please no. Oh god, oh fuck, he has AirPods in. Oh god. But luckily, I think he took those AirPods out because Jesus Christ, this is the biggest banger of 2019. Oh my god, I love this song.
Dale, you can't say that. It's only 2 months in.
No, I can. I will be shocked if something beats this track. Not my favorite of the year, but it's pretty goddamn close. I was really skeptical when I saw this track on the track list. I was like, oh great, more boring dubstep. I mean I liked his Forever Digital EP. I don't really listen to him that much. But Jesus Christ, Bliss 2K is insane. I love everything about that track. Finicheti mentioned how it's crazy yet coherent, which I really enjoy. It's not crazy and it doesn't make sense. It actually makes sense where it's leading into and where it's going. I'm not a big fan of hardstyle, so I love that he faked me out. Because I would have probably not liked this track as much if he didn't fake me out. But yeah, this is the best track I've heard from Must Die. and I'm really interested to see what direction he leads into.
Hell yeah. Damn, positive review of a Never Say Die track from Dill.
What
What a
I
fake out.
talked good about the company EP.
Oh yeah, true.
You
true.
idiot!
True. Damn it. True. But nice. Positives all around the board for Must Die. Kudos. He did it. Look at him go. All right.
Look at Never Say Die Go. You
Yeah. Do you have any pun ideas for this last single?
Let me check here. I mean, like, if Kara wants to, spend that much money, she's confident in herself. She can only be herself.
That's not the title,
Wow.
man. You're fired. But yeah.
I'm Kara. I can spend that much money, and I can make that much money. I'm only gonna be.
All right. If you're Kara, give me like half of your revenue, please. I'm poor.
Okay, yeah, sure thing.
All right.
I'll sing 2 lines on you.
You know, okay, we're gonna switch it up. Dill, you start with this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like Drew Lou. if you don't know where I'm going with this, I'm pretty sure you can tell. It's good. I don't know. I like when Drew Lou kind of like goes away from the norm. My favorite track from them last year was "Facing the Sea." This seems like a return to form for them as well, which I'm not a big fan of. I definitely enjoy the track. I just find myself skipping it more often than listening to it. The best part of this track is the vocal. I really enjoy them. But I've been hearing like a lot about this song. Like Sasha and a bunch of artists were talking about how it's like one of the best songs of the year for them. And I was like, really? And it just sounds like Drew Lou again. But I'm hoping with this year they delve away from the norm with them. Make more weird trap bangers like Limbo and All Day. Make some heavy future bass like Sunburn and Facing the Sea. I don't really want like last year's EP was like really boring for me. The choices we face, and this kind of makes me cautious about them for this year. But I'll still keep up with them, and I'm interested to see if they will actually switch up the style this year.
Nice. Imge.
Imge. Wow. Okay.
Image.
All right.
Imgur.
Yeah. Imgur, guys. Speaking of which, I'm gonna save that until the end of the episode. I'm gonna have myself promo corner. Okay. Anyway, I like this track. I can't go wrong with Drew. All right. Funny story. You know this, Finny, but Dill doesn't. I used to call him Drolo.
I used to call him Drolo as well.
First off, everybody called Drew Lou Drolo. There is no exception to that. If somebody said that they used to call them Drew, it's because they became a fan last year, or they're Dutch, or they're lying.
As a matter of fact, the only reason I asked Dill to go first because I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it correctly.
It's Drew Lou. They're Dutch. They've confirmed it. It's Drew Lou, not Drolo. Yeah.
Anyway, it's definitely a smoother track than what I like to see from him. Like Sunburn, like you said, Homebound is really good.
Homebound's my favorite track off that EP.
Yeah, I want to see more Homebound style tracks. Limbo was pretty good. Yeah, Weird Machine was kind of like where it ends, kind of, But yeah, I still like this track. It's still a really good track, just not exactly what I'm looking for from them. So yeah.
All right. Well, for me, I haven't really checked out Drew Lou before, honestly. Like I think there was one song on a Red Hawk 30 that I heard that I liked. Yeah.
Man, what's that coming out?
Yeah. Yeah. Bring back Matter 30.
Matter 30?
But yeah, this track, I like the production and everything going on. But I and I understand what you guys say, when it's I just like it. It's decent. But I kind of like it a bit more just because of the vocals. And this is one of the few tracks where I actually listened to it for the first time and then connected with what the vocals were saying and what they meant and everything. Like, I actually related to it, which is something that really doesn't happen with me, like, a lot at all with music in general. So, I think I'm liking this track a bit more than the average listener will. But in terms of like being super objective, the vocal performance is done well, and the drop is nice. I guess if you can call it a drop. So I would say if you've been a fan of them before, to check it out. Just for the vocals alone, honestly. So yeah, like objectively, like 6.5 out of 10. For me personally, it's like, I don't know, 9, 8 or something. Something higher than it should be. But yeah. but yeah. Holy shit, we're finally done with singles. I knew I made a mistake letting you add 3. Oh my god. I can
What?
breathe.
Never
I
again.
was told I can add 3 singles.
They were all good. They were all good. So
I know they were.
Yeah, in the long run that was good.
All right.
All right. So all right. Yeah, that's that. Let's save Sarawak. Let's talk about.
I was like, I'm trying to only figure out a pun for because I have the most to say about Sorrow.
All right. Do you have any? I'm just kind of at this point.
Man,
I'm just relying on you.
We went from kids to being dead. Now let's just go back when the old world order was in control.
God damn it.
You know, it's a step down, but it's something.
It's that one's a hard one.
Yeah, true. But yeah, 13, Old World Order EP. I've been hearing about 13 for a while now, but I haven't actually checked anything out until this project was released. And I'm a big fan of EPs like this, where they're only 3 songs long, but they're, you know, just packed to the brim. Every track here is good, and strange. Well, not strange, but just, you know, uniquely produced. I'd say my favorite is definitely Lost Voices. I haven't heard much like that at all. That made it in like my EDM is cool playlist with, like, you know, songs that are just kind of weird, and you can't really get what you can't really get what that track is doing with traditional instruments and stuff like that. So, you know, I'd say check it out if you're into heavier styled stuff and you want to hear something fresh. IMG, what's going on?
I don't have anything in particular to say about this. I think it's a good EP, but nothing really in particular to say. I don't know.
You enjoy it?
I enjoy it. It's just there's nothing really. I just kind of enjoy it, and that's it. You know.
I get that. I get what you mean there.
It's a good out of 10.
Good out of 10. Cool. Deal. Cat person.
Once again, I am deviating from the norm, saying I don't like this EP. I only really like one track off the EP, and that was the only track I actually heard before finding out this is part of an EP. And that one was, I'm currently blanking on it. I don't know why.
Lost Voices?
Rude Boy. I only like Rude Boy.
Oh.
I didn't really like any of the other tracks. Uppercut just felt very loud and annoying. I don't know if it was. It just feels like it was mastered loudly. Like I'd have to manually turn down my volume, like every time I heard that track, because it was just like that's a big no thanks from me. And Lost Voices, I don't know. I didn't really find anything like interesting about that track. I don't know. I never found myself wanting to be like, oh, I want to listen. It just kind of was like, I don't know. It just went over my head, I guess. I've only really heard of 13 because of Rez, with his 2 tracks with her, or her. I don't know who 13 is. Could be a guy, could be a girl. I don't really know. Yeah. Also, this was released on Mad Decent, which is shit right now.
Ooh.
They're releasing like a lot of Poppy for some reason, and I don't know why.
Is Poppy anywhere near decent? Because like I like the concept, but
I have heard one song from her that I like called "Let's Make a Video," which almost reminds me of Cara Cara Bonito. If you like them,
I do actually.
If you like she's like let's make a video. I like you when you're happy and also when you're sad. But let's make a video. Let's make a video. Like it's if you like pop, you will like let's make a video. But like it, it has that hint of like there's something deeper underlying it, which I enjoy. But I haven't really heard anything else from Poppy, so I would just recommend let's make a video. But I don't know. Poppy like is really weird to me. I don't know why she appeals to kids so much.
Yeah.
It seems to be her main audience. Also, she collaborated with Dylan Francis, I think, for some.
Like,
I don't understand why Poppy is very popular, and that's kind of the joke is that she's Poppy. I don't know.
It's weird. It's a
it's
very
weird.
strange
And
thing.
I don't really enjoy that she's popular, and it's really weird that she's making music, especially releasing on Mad Decent. But it's she's okay, I guess. I've only listened to a couple songs from her. I really only it's weird because I heard Let's Make a Video I think on the radio at my college. But yeah, moving on from Poppy.
I didn't like. That was that. Let me tell you, that was a quality review of the Old World Order EP.
30% of that went to Old World, 70% went to Garagor Benito. So now let's go even further back when there was no such thing as a phone and we all lived in islands and killed animals on the Sarawak Island.
Those were the times, I'll tell you.
Yeah, honestly, the golden age of Monster Cat.
All right, I'm gonna go first with this one just because I think I have the least amount to say about it. I don't have like too much of an opinion on these guys. Like I usually like what I hear, but I've never really been wowed by one of their tracks. And that's kind of how I feel here. Like there's some good cuts. Solid is pretty badass still. Like I like that melody. And Closure's a very nice track, especially the back half. But I thought that Athena was pretty boring. Kind of same with Hide and Seek. I don't know. I like the kind of tribal island influence going on here, but it's not something I'm gonna return to very often at all. So it's I'm not even gonna give a numerical rating for this one because I don't necessarily think I'm getting it. So I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys have to say. So IMG, you go first.
Well, when Slumberjack debuted, Daggers was a fucking bop. Just gonna say. And that made me really hyped for him. Solid was very good. I like the kind of minimalistic, wonky take on trap. I know, Dill, you're gonna fucking shun me because I know how much you said you hated Solid. But anyway, and then this EP dropped, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm ready. And Athena definitely had a sort of Solid vibe, but lighter in a way. Hide and Seek was I was kind of expecting some kind of generic kind of future bass. It's still a good track. Claire Ridgely did a good job, but other than that, it's kind of meh. And Closure is I don't even know what to say about Closure. It's so good. Ikali
Is that how you
killed it.
pronounce it?
I don't know.
I think it's Ikali, yeah.
Ikali.
Ekali.
Coli. Yeah, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah, he killed it on that. That Jersey Club switch up in the second half of the second drop was ooh. No, I mean it seriously. I was I don't know why, but Jersey Club switch ups just give me shivers every
They butter
time.
your muffin.
Yes, they buttered my muffin dough. Yeah, it's a very good EP. It's definitely one of my favorites on Monster Cat, and that's saying something. Yeah, I'd give this definitely a 9.5 at the very least.
Holy shit. Near perfect. All right. So,
It's
all right,
sorry,
yeah,
go on.
No, you go. I was doing a dumb intro for you. Just go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say it's still time. Anyway, it's still time. I was not expecting Silverjack to release on Monster Cat, and it kind of makes sense that this is a double label release with One Love. I really like the theme of it. It's like it's kind of weird because the theme only really resonates with daggers, with like little bongos. I wish more tracks included more like island like themes. But I really like this EP. I don't I don't hate Solid. I just strongly dislike it. If that makes
Close
sense.
enough.
Yeah, that's probably the only track I dislike off it. I really like it. I like Athena. I don't really know why. It just seems kind of actually, due to like against popular belief, I actually prefer the first drop, which is kind of weird. Hide and Seek almost feels like a tamer, like Reconcile.
Yeah,
Which
it definitely has those vibes to
Yeah,
it.
which I don't really enjoy. I mean, like, it's good, but it's definitely not something I would listen to that often. I've heard people call it like some of their favorite, one of their favorite tracks on the label. And of course, the biggest snub on Monster Cat, Closure, which don't know why I enjoy so much. Like the little piano rolls, or just like piano notes and chords, and in the middle of both drops are really good. It's easily the best part of the track for me. I was not really even expecting to like the Akali collab, but I really enjoy it. And of course, and Daggers is easily my favorite because it's just basically a rock song with bongos in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, also just because that one fits the island theme as much as it can. Like Solid is just a trap banger. Like that has nothing to do with Sorowalk, the Islander. Like they're like, oh, this CP is all about my heritage, and then it's like, Proto the best, and with like fucking Troy Boy, it just seemed like an excuse to have Troy. But I've heard Troy Boy's a nice dude, so, but yeah, I really like this, and I hope to see more EPs with themes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Like,
yeah.
totally.
But yeah, that's my opinion on Star Walk.
Yeah. Okay, self promo corner time. Yay.
All right.
Totally.
You have
It's not as good of a segue as Dill's, but
you have 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I redesigned myself. I'm gonna release more on SoundCloud, hoping to release like 2 times a week. For now, we'll see how that works out. I'm releasing my first remix on Valentine's Day. Y'all can go check that out. It's also gonna be on my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I needed to say. Okay, done.
Damn, I think that was like 20 seconds. Good job. All right.
Yay.
Well, if anyone is still watching, you're a saint. This is by far our longest episode. We just we literally just went over 2 hours.
Oh, did we? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the episode is gonna be shorter because we had to make a cut for like the mic thing.
The mic. Oh my god.
The mic thing.
Fucking Dill.
I hope it still works.
Oh yeah, good luck, man. Good luck, man.
I just restarted my computer. I'm gonna test it after the stream or after the podcast.
You've got this, man. But yeah, so that was the episode. We did it. We got through so much music.
We did it. Yay.
As usual, if you want to listen to literally anything that we talked about, it's going to be linked in the description. It'll go straight to Spotify. Sorry if you use Apple Music like I do.
Also, except for all the time which is only on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that too. That's going to be a SoundCloud or YouTube link or something.
Actually, no, include the YouTube link for the Pokemon music video.
Oh yeah, true, because we talked about it. All right, yeah, it'll be a YouTube link then.
Okay.
Not to mention all of Dill's social media links are going to be in the description.
Oh God!
If you want to follow him. Oh yeah.
Me all two?
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to get an influx of followers and subs from this. I mean, man, it'll be huge.
Oh man.
As well as IMG's and mine and like all of our Twitters and everything. Also follow us on Twitter so that you know when episodes are coming out and, you know, you get
Except
updates
I
and
don't
stuff.
use mine, but still, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's everything. I hope I didn't forget to say something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will see all of you guys in a couple weeks. Adios.
Yeet!
Skirt.